off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18. 59, Mike. Hey, Delta. I'm trying to collect. Alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big play there out of Cook, and even 50 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Banjo.
Move.
On the carry, it's Cook. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Switch up. Alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards. And the field position has totally been flipped.
Check pass.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Feels to me like they had a really excellent week. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing his Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Leave it. Ringo, 48. Ringo. Check. Whip. Flag. Watch the whip. Through. Check 3. Bravo. Hey, check. Flag.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there. Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky being chased out left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the 1st half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Jahan, what I need?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, we're good. We're good.
53. 53.
Hey, orbit.
Touchdown, defense.
First. Gun.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 52.
Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Vikings 21, Bears 3. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm here all day. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Shit, shit. Hey, yo, yo. Shit. Alert flare, alert flare.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. What is that?
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is Making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Prater on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Vikings 28. Bears 3.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Trubisky able to complete this one to Montgomery, and he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red, hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59.
Let's go, D.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get up.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box truck.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Trubisky to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Cousins now. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Kill.
At the 16-yard line.
Buzz.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 84 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Prater for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go.
Alert, 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 alert. Score, score.
Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike, check.
Now Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better ones.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of this. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mike, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 87 yards, and the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And some room to maneuver. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Being chased out left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 26, check 22. Two.
Topper! SOS. Leave it. Ring up, 48. Gun.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Listen to me. Hey, high 7. Gun.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Alert!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll make it 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Blue.
On 1st down, Trubisky. A nice little juke. That is caught by Cohen.
Yeah,
baby. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. throwing again on second down. Trubisky is going to find his running back. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Mike, check. 59. Let's go. Hey, 18. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Now in desperation. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run again on first down. Cook. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Safe.
Gun.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're going. Let's go.
Safety's creeping.
Now Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Check.
Now Cook running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On second down, Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin. And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did. So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.